and welcome back to Ripley Hour, and we are on day 5 of our Rokr Dream Gift Factory build. So as you can see, the model's sitting right there. We will be needing that very soon. But first of all, we are going to make some pieces. We're on step 11, by the way. We are going to make some pieces for that, and at the end of this I'll obviously test it again. Can't help myself. So we're going to use these 3. Got lots of pots here because step 11 is also quite a big step. So first of all, let's put these on here. They have numbers on. I'm thinking none of this is going to be seen, but let me put the numbers on the inside. They're identical pieces, so they fit quite loosely. They're not particularly difficult if I can get them the right way around. Okay. And now I found Juliet with a piece this morning. I'm hoping it's just like the form piece. Whew, I couldn't swear to it. We will find out. So you've got 2 sides to this. This one with the holes at the bottom. We want to use the ones without the holes. And it's going to go from the back into it like so, which is also very loose. And then we are going to twirl it around so that it goes through these other 2 as well. Careful, it's an accordion piece. I'm telling myself more than probably you guys, really. It's quite a tight fit too. Let's not have it up in the air. Okay, that one's on. Or lined up, not on, but lined up. And it's just like a cardboard piece. Kind of feels like. Okay. Delicate. Right, and that is what we will end up with for this little piece. And then we are going to a new pot. We're going to H12. So we need 2 of these. It's H11, H12. So with it facing towards me, we have H12 on this side. So the point will go forward, and it's going to slot through here. Always makes me nervous. Actually, it's quite an easy fit. And then 11 will do the same, but the opposite way. And I have broken my fair share of accordion pieces, so kind of know how that works. And then this goes on this end with this upwards, and it goes into here. So you want it in here and here, which should then nicely secure it. The sides on. Let's line you up. Now it's actually round, and I think the accordion piece has a little bit more stability, she says. And then we put in here, in the back of here, no, in the front, these 2 pieces, which do have decoration on them, and you want the decoration going upwards. So it's not much decoration, it's just a little. That's what it means. Looks like it's on the top, pointing upwards. Makes me doubt myself. That's one. And do the same. Why would it have the yellow face in it? You're not going to see it, are you? I'm turning it around. I think I'm misunderstanding the instructions on this. You're not going to see it otherwise, are you? I'm going to turn this one around too. Get it out. because you wouldn't see the inside of here. I mean, there's no way you're going to see the inside. Well, I don't even know that you saw any of that. Hope I don't have to start this whole thing again. Okay, so I'm not sure if you saw any of that because it might have been off, but what we did was we started rolling this. I'm going to move my camera though because I can see it's out. So if you didn't see it, and I won't know until I play it back, this is how I've got it looking. So my question was whether this should be pointing outwards or inwards. It looks like it would point with the colour side on the inside, but I don't see the point in that, so I have done it this way, and hoping and praying it's right. Let's turn the page. We are on page 27, by the way, so not bad at all. Right, next, so we still don't need the model yet for a little bit. We have a plastic piece we're going to be using. So first of all, we are taking this piece, and we have a very large piece here, which has green on top, and it is pointing with the green side on the back here. So we're going to catch 1, 2, 3, like so. Trying to avoid touching that accordion if I can. So like so. Looks right. And then we are going to put this to one side for a second. I think it is only a second. And we are going to take more accordion pieces. I'm going to take this one first. And this plastic does have covering on. I will find out if it's both sides. It's definitely one side. It looks quite clear, so I think it might just be one side. And take out the plastic from the holes there too, which I did not do very well. Wow. It really wants to be attached. Okay, got you. So eventually get the plastic holes out, like so, and then that's going to go with this facing like so, away from you. This goes in here lining up those holes. It's just one-sided, and that then is held together by 2 of these. Still a little hot. From the back. So I'll put it through the plastic first, just to hold it on here. Helps when I put the peg through it though, doesn't it? Today, maybe I should go and eat. How can you struggle this much with one piece, honestly? And then of course I'm going to put it in here, and then it'd be like, well, I probably should have put the other one in first. And you know, potentially, yes, I probably should. And it's a bit icky. Gosh. My struggles on some models. Honestly, I wonder about myself. It's not that difficult, this. Really isn't. It should be very simple. I so hope she chewed up. And it was really chewed up before I realised. Should even got it. I did drop the whole form on the floor, so I guess a piece fell out. This is tricky. Certainly more tricky than I anticipated. Okay, and then I'm going to add that to here. So on this one with the window goes this side, and it's clipping in here. So we are going to be bending that accordion piece, go careful. And that goes in here, like so, all the way down. Including the brown part as well on the end. And this one, which doesn't have the window, goes this side. The brown piece doesn't really go in, but you want to make sure it rests on it, on this side anyway. It went in on that side, I think. Okay, so that's done. Dog walk was on her way, so need to just bear that in mind. Right, next we'll put these two pieces on. So E29, they're the same number. No, this is 28, so this will be 29. Will go on this side, and again it's got an accordion piece with the colour facing outwards. Oh, and it's clipping into the back of here. So I'm thinking, so step one is to put this one in. It actually gives you a step order, and it's reasonably loose. And then 2 into here, and 3. How cool! I love this build. I really do. It is so one of those that really is hard to put down actually. And again, same here. Put it into the end first, which fits in quite easily. Oh God. Thank goodness, right? And that goes on like so. And now we put a model. Nice big piece going to go on the model. It's going to go on there, my friend. At the front. Let's see. Other one. It's on here. And it's going to go in this one, and 3 over this side. So it goes. It's only these 2. Is it going in that tiny one? I have a feeling it is. And again, it gives you an order, so they want you to put the front ones in first. Okay, let me have this facing me a second. And just bear in mind it is accordion pieces. Okay, this side's on its way. What's happening with that top piece? Doesn't really say anything about it. I think it's going to go in where that wire is on here actually. And this one clips into down here, just pushes into it. Get this done. Need it a little bit closer to me here for a second. Okay, that's all right in. So this one to go. Just lining this up a little better. It doesn't say to put that tab in, well it will afterwards actually, so. Bottom one's not quite lined up. actually just, I think, very nervous of the accordion pieces. So it's slotting in there. Where is it slotting into? I think it is slotting in there. Unless it's going to this lower one. There is a lower one down here. Maybe it's going in there because that actually makes more sense. Okay, like so. Just go careful you don't pinch that wire. There's a wire right in that corner. So you just want to make sure you don't pinch it here. This one. Okay, so that's in and it. It's quite a nice fit, it's not 100% in. Okay. Alright. Okay. And then, what do we do? And it wants to make sure you check that that's over. That one was easy, just to be, because it just pushes in under there, so that's what you're going to look like. Right, next we are keeping this, and we are moving on to the next stage of step 11. Let me have a read of this, there's a lot of writing. Okay, so you need to wrap this, so this bulb has to go on here. So you need to just make sure it's lined up for that piece here, for that hole. You can see that for this hole here. So put it up like so, and it's the long wire that you're dealing with, and then it goes up like this underneath the next one, so that that bulb also goes on here. So there's a little bit of give on it. And push that down and push the wire out to the front like so. So let's say to make sure you do this first before anything. Then we are wrapping it other places, so bear with me again. Oh, we're putting this on, are we? And it goes upwards like so. Where's that going? She wonders. Oh, in here. Okay, so make sure your bulbs are in the right place, and then scoot it along in here. She's going to pinch the wire, surely. It's definitely going to pinch the wire. Okay, let me spend a second doing that so I don't break it. Okay, so, right, the important thing is that this part needed to go on the end of that strip, not in the middle as I was trying to do. And then your wire will go behind it. There's a little slot for it. Then what we're going to do is take our wire and wrap it around here, making sure the bulbs are always lined up underneath. So, dragging the book with me here. So always go furthest point. So it goes under, and the bulbs line up somewhat. Not really a tight fit on these wires, so that's kind of handy. And it goes all the way along, all the way up to there. There you go. Just catching them on. little hand. And then on the last one, exactly the same, goes over the top and then underneath, so the bulb lines up with a little hole above it. And I don't have delicate hands, as you guys know, but it's not terrible, but not easy. I think it'd be harder if you had bigger hands. Juliet's recovering from being spayed and she's not allowed to play. She can't have anything to do with the other dogs and it's causing me nightmares, to be honest. But it is what it is. And then it just goes forward, loose. Can't believe it. Nope, we're going to do something with it. Okay, it's going to go through the same hole as the other wires. Yep. So we're going to thread it. I think it's the same wire. Yep. Exactly the same holes. So you're going to put it through the big hole, can't see, through here, which is actually quite a tight fit. There it goes. So just make sure your bulbs are all lined up, that's the important thing. Like so. And then through the tab into the front at the top here as well. So this one here, which just loops in, so that's handy. And that also means that there's a bulb at the back here, but I don't know. Maybe there is a little tab there. Don't know that you can see it. There's a little tab just under here. Maybe it's meant to line up with it because it certainly does. And then it's to the front. Then I'm going to take another set of pieces, no, it's not accordion, and we are going to take, excuse me, this piece, like so, and did light on them, so both F11s. Where's my F10 then? Oh, there it is. So F10 goes here. Surely not. I don't know where F10 goes. It looks like on the photo it just pops on the end, which obviously it does not. There is a difference between them. So F11 goes through the hole. Okay, with the colour probably facing outwards. So let's get that in. Just one of them by the looks of it. I don't know where F10 is going. The other F11 is going to go on this tab eventually, so that doesn't need to go in. It's going to go in from the bottom. Okay, let's take that out again. Okay, so it needs to go through this piece first. So it's F11 and this one's F10. Different sizes, so you've got to keep them separate. Let's do it facing outwards. Hold on. Okay, Juliet. There you go, baby. She's got a coat on today and blankets. She likes to be warm. Okay, so this one's not quite so long, basically. And then you pop the decorated piece on. Okay, so that one just is flush, whereas this one I'm thinking will poke through. Not much. And they're actually quite loose. Okay, I think that's what it's talking about. And then this goes into the model as well. Can I see where? Okay. Let's see. So need to put this inside first. I think it's going to go here. It's going to go through this piece here, and then with that other clip pin holding it in place. Okay. See where that pin is. As I drop it, this goes with the colour. I don't suppose it really matters, but it looks like it's going in this way. It's going to go in a pesky angle. If I turn it up this way, yeah, I've got to turn it upwards. Like so. Should have thought of that, huh? It was a bit obvious. Push that in, so it's like so. Then this goes on the end into this one down here, I believe. Looks like it. And catch in then these two, one here and one here. So does it give you an order to do this? Yes, so this one in first. It's dark again in here because it's the middle of the day. Well, not even middle of the day yet. Okay, and then catch these two. Just reasonably loose. And let's come out the bottom. Oh, it's also a tab up here to catch. Oh, baby girl. She feels very sorry for herself. That's under. This isn't quite in. Pushing you home, pushing you home, getting you down. Okay. Alright, bear with me. Okay, and then the last part for step 11, I think I'm on the right page, is we are putting on a couple of other pieces. So we are putting, I'll move you out for a second. We need to take this piece, C7, pretty sure that's C7, with F12, which is this one, and it's going to go through the bottom hole. I think I forgot to get, oh no I didn't, there it is. No, it doesn't look like the piece that they're talking about. Okay, anyway, this then goes around. Let's see where it's going. It's going to go underneath here and catch on. I'm thinking this goes on the end of this one. What else have we got to go? And there's a notch just here that it's going to slot into. So thinking it's going to go into here. Just double checking myself. It's definitely going onto this piece here. Let's go into it. And I'm thinking it catches that little one here too. Getting rather intricate, isn't it? God, I don't know where to touch. It didn't work. That's all in, and I did forget a piece, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think this is E7, or if it is, it looks very different to their E7. Let me go get E7. Yeah, I totally pulled the wrong piece as this one. Okay, so I don't think we're going to need that at all. And this goes onto this tab, these two. This one and this one. So straight down. It's pretty easy fit, she says. Make sure it's on all the way. Where's this wire going? This wire is not in the front anymore. Okay, slide you out then. You're going up like that out the way. So you just need to make sure that this wire is not pointing at the front like it originally was. So that this sits flat. Okay, and then, well, another piece I haven't pulled, I'm doing good. We are going to need, I don't think I need this one either. I think I'm just totally pulled all the wrong pieces. It's looking like it. Another piece is very big, so let me go grab that. Right, it's another big piece, so it's going to go on top. And these two are going to catch onto here, these two. This one is going to go through just underneath that wire in that slot that I was wondering if it needed the bulb. No, evidently not. And then this one, I think it is. This one. Wow. Tricky to tell. This one, the big one on that bar that we put in, going across, is going to go through here. Here, second one. So let's see if we can. And then I guess it's going to catch on this one as well. So let's see if we can get that in first, maybe. I guess it should go in the slot first. Okay, we can get it in there. It does go for your order actually. It says put it in the slot first, so there you go. Detailed little thing, isn't it? So this kind of feels like it's a bit in the way, which makes me a little worried. I think it just butts up to it. And then this, we need to push this down more, or up more. Kind of just rests on it, it's not really into it. Maybe it will be when we get the rest of this done. Let's get these lined up. So that one goes in here. This one goes in here. I'm going to be careful not to break anything. So those are in, so it's just these front ones that are Don't do that. It's only cardboard, so you don't have a lot of leverage on here. My accordion piece came out of its little hole too, on both sides. Not even sure I remember it having a hole, to be honest with you. Okay, that's 2 pieces of wood I can push on there. Let me deal with the battle. Okay, that's on. So it's definitely a lot of parts to push. So you're going to make sure that this is pushed all the way up. The 2 places you can hold are one under here and here. That's the only place with wood. Don't do the middle. I did start to do that and felt it give. So you've got to make sure that this is tight, which means that the accordion piece, there was a tiny hole for the top part to go in. I can't remember if I knew that beforehand or not. But it is now in, and that is done, and that is our step 11. So bear with me and I will get the step. Let's see how long 12 is. Do we want to start 12? Surely it's not all this. No, it's definitely not all that. So I'm missing, hold on, let me see how long 12 is. Okay, so we'll get 12 done. So let me go and pull those and I will be back in a minute. Alright, let's start step 12, which is very long, so I'm going to try and be as quick as I can. So a lot of waxing on this whole stage. So start with these little ones, need 2 initially, but we will need all of them. So, okay, let's see if I can put this pot underneath to collect the leftovers. If you remember last time I used this, it had broken in half, so yes. So all of these little round ones need waxing. Important to wax proper. And then we're going to have to go through these as well, the cogs. What was the other? Oh, this one's a bit of paper, never mind, gasket type thing. It's paper, but get these all through. But overall, in the whole of this, just needs it on the ends. In between, it doesn't really need it on that ends like I'm doing. But just hold on to it because we will be needing it again. Got something on my desk that's rattling while I'm doing this, goodness knows what. And then on this piece, which is going to be this way up, you need to wax this as well. Oh, I see one of the gears, I'm going to need to wax the other side as well. The face of... I got a nice big block of wax from another build, so I might be grabbing that yet. Trying to see what's hitting. There we go. I really don't know what it is. Keep moving things. No, I guess still hear it. Okay, so 15. This one needs it on the surface also. Collect it. I think one day maybe I can, what's the name it, melt it all down. Okay, so first things first, we need to go through one of these. And then through 9. And it's got a pattern on, so it says have it facing that way. Then the gasket, which is a bit of card, followed by another one of these. So far that hasn't really needed any I haven't needed the screwdriver yet anyway, and then pop that in here and then put this one on the back, which I would imagine we will now need the screwdriver. I'm still just using theirs, seems to be fine. One of the better ones. Okay, that's done. Oh, went all over me instead of in the pot. Good times. Right, then we are coming on to the next stage. Which I just dropped a piece. Hold on. Don't want to lose that piece. No, I haven't. It's inside. Okay, so I'm going to be taking these pieces next. This is all. So I'm not sure that I'm going to do this in the order that they say actually. So next we are going to start with another piece, which is again need waxing. So I might as well just do them all. And this one's going to go into a different hole on that same piece that we just did. Need that for the film. Which is very exciting, isn't it? I'm going to use that film. When I was looking for parts, it was like, ooh, what part is this then? Noise, you're driving me nuts. What are you hitting? I really don't know what it is. It's something. So it's a very similar principle, but this is going farm the opposite way on here. So we start with H24, which is this one, which needs waxing on the front of it too, on the surface. I will say that I think this model needed more wax. Okay, then I'm going to go through here. Then H27. And a paper gasket again. Through the bottom hole but from the other side this time, like so. Then this, and line up the cogs so that they touch each other, and then screw it into this one. Don't think I got that at all. Okay, so then we've got that going on. Okay, the next part of this little stage of 12 is to do with the film. So what they want you to do is take your piece of paper, I believe, this piece, and fold it in half, and there is a slight line on it, so fold it in half, then put that in the slot here. There's a slot here, so that we will do. This one goes under and one goes on top, I guess. Well, Is that what's going on? Well, it wants this to go on here, like so, through here. Let's do that first. So this is the part I'm not so sure of, because then we have to put lots of little figurines in the film itself. So there's a little slot for it to slip into with this on the outside, the tab on the outside. Okay, so this is the order they get me to do it. Then this piece of paper we're not doing anything with right now. Then we put this piece on through this hole here, like so, which this now has come out. Let's try and get that in here first, I guess. Okay, and then into the other one to hold it all in. And it talks about this. Is it tear off? Is it a sticker? I think it's a sticker. Yeah. So you need one off. And that's going to go on the join. Like so, maybe. You don't want it going over the holes, so I'm thinking that's where it's meant to go. I don't think the other piece is wider, is it? It's a little bit. Let me put that one back and I'm going to grab the other one. Oh, my first confusing bit, really. This whole build. Okay, so that goes on like so. Keep hold of that, I'm thinking. Okay, next we need another pot of little goodies. Wax everywhere. And this, we are taking all these little things. So there's 5 altogether. And we want, so we've got our one in here. And we want L13, which looks like it's the plane. This one. And it's going to be facing it that way. You can see why I wanted to maybe do it while it was flat. Not that I'm 100% sure it would have mattered. Then L7, teddy bear, goes on the next one. Kind of cool, isn't it? Followed by the rocking horse. Make sure your pictures are facing the same way, and let's hope I got it right. Then the duck. Okay, they're not too bad, but I was expecting worse on the train. Okay. So you have a band of toys. How cool is that? It's kind of cool. A lot better than I thought it was going to go. Okay. Now we put that to one side for a moment, and we start with all of this, which we are also going to need wax for. they need more wax for this build. There's a lot of stuff need waxing. So first things first, let's see what we're doing. We're putting these two together, and it says make sure you follow that arrow. So it's got an arrow on top, and that goes into H8, which is this one, with that arrow going that way. Goes further in. Maybe it's this way. No, no. I don't think it's right. There we go. Only goes one way, and then push it all the way down. So what you're trying to do is get it, I think, touching these notches here, like so. Okay, followed by F3, which is the red one. Tight fit. Okay. So there's a gap in between. By K10. Next row. I have to go and get another block of wax. Hopefully you got some spare from other models that you have done. Or if this is your first, candle wax maybe for the win, with a little paintbrush, that would work. And put this one on. Okay, and it's separated a little bit, so I'm pretty sure I need more than that at the bottom. So I don't think this one's down enough. Okay, that's better. Better. There we go, with a click. That's what it needed. Alright. And then H18 on the end, which again needs waxing. Goes in here. So I'm not sure I have all the pieces. However, for that, that makes me wonder if I've done the right thing at all. So the H8. Okay, this goes from the bottom now. Again, only one way. The way in. And F33, which only got one. Okay, go get F33. Okay, I'm not sure we're going to get much of this done, you know. Or it's going to be a very long video because there's an awful lot more to do on here. I think we're going to have to get it started and then carry on day 6. Okay, push that all the way in. Followed by this one facing outwards. Doesn't say to wax it or anything. So it's like this. Things all the way home. Okay, got that part. Then, it is quite a long step, I kind of knew it would be, didn't I? And then let's see if we can get a little bit more done. Making another piece. Okay, this time we need more wax. And we want it outside and in the hole. Okay. And make some small screws. So we need E4, which is a decorative piece, I'm pretty sure. Goes from the back of it there. That way round. Okay, like this. And that's held in with these two pins here. Still had some wood on it. I was really hoping I could finish this part, but I really don't see it. But, you know, I've got at least another 6 pots in front of me. Okay, and screw that in. Did you need to do that? Oh, come on. The magnetised screwdriver is pulling the screws out just as easy as I'm trying to put them in. Let's try and get one in at least, or at least get it started. Okay. No, that didn't work. Give it a good push. Okay, let's see if I can find where the other screw went. Hold on. There it was, right by me. At least I hadn't gone on the floor. It could have been worse. A lot worse. Giving it a little bit of push in the hope that it works and stays where it's meant to. Okay, that part's done. Then we take our this and it goes from this is the back side of it. This is on that side, that's correct. So, okay, then this goes in here. Okay, followed by this piece, which needs waxing. Needs waxing, not on the cogs, just on this part that's going to join it, basically. Might as well do the cogs though while we're at it, right? I'm sure it's going to need it. And then that into here, which is shaped, and push them together. So it goes to the back side. Okay. Then we take one of these, put this in with the more pointy end going outwards in here. Same with this one. I hope. Okay, so something like that. Oh, put to one side. And then we make 2 of these, which again all need waxing. Obviously I have too much stuff on my desk or something that everything seems to be wrapping right now. I don't think I've done that one. I'm forgetting which ones I've done and which ones I haven't now. Okay. And you put... Doesn't look like it matters which one, but you put 2 in, like so. It's going to be quite a big piece, and it's not even going on the model anytime soon. And then one on top. So you got smaller holes than bigger holes. It's going in the smaller holes. Is that what I did on here? Yes. So you can see there's a difference in size. Okay. Make this up, and then I think we're going to call it, and we will then carry on tomorrow, day 6. Otherwise you're going to get so sick of hearing my voice. Okay, so lots of little bits right now. Let's not put the wax in there. Alright, let's call that for today, because we won't actually... What would you put these in? Oh, it's a bit complex. No, let's leave that for tomorrow. We will leave it for day 6. Right, so let's call that for today. So what we have done today is not... We have done the model, haven't we? We have touched the model. So we can show it like so. And we've also made this band of toys, which is very cute. Made some other little bits and pieces and some cogs, and we are ready to rock and roll to start putting it all together tomorrow. And then finish up step 12, and we should get on to at least 13 then. Alrighty, so any comments are very much appreciated. Do please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all of you who have been supporting the channel, a lot of you from very early on. Most of all, take care of you. I will see you for day 6. Take care, guys. Bye bye now.